Form two lines on the double.
Cha!
So I met Ulundi, which was about half an hour from Ngan's Kraal. So if we're going to finish this Zulu War series, we need to go to Ulundi. Yeah. I'm at a monument. I'm not sure what it's for, but I'm hoping it's for the battle. Pat said be a bit careful because there's lots of people here. This is all housing now. And in fact, hello there. There's another visitor. Tourist. In fact, yeah, I went past this place and I turned down there, and it started to get progressively busier and busy with people. Zulus, of course, never felt threatened, but there were getting more and more of them. And then I was on this street that looked like it was full of people. I would have had to edge along and make my way past people. And if someone wanted to be silly or nasty, they could, you know, do something, I suppose, but they didn't. In fact, they were all waving and saying hello. There were some extremely good-looking men, I've got to tell you, girls, with shirts off, very muscly. I'm thinking this might be the memorial for Ulundi, the last battle where the British formed the famous square at Cetaswayo's royal residence and put them to the sword.
By 7:30 a.m. the column had cleared the rough ground on the other side of the riverbank, and their square, in reality a rectangular shape, was formed. At 8:45 a.m. the Zulu engaged the cavalry on the right and left, with slowly retired and passed into the square. The leading face was made up by 5 companies of the 80th Regiment in 4 ranks, with 2 Gatling guns in the centre, 2 9-pounders on the left flank and 2 7-pounders on the right. The 90th Light Infantry, with 4 companies of the 94th, made up the left face with 2 more 7-pounders. On the right face were the 1st Battalion of the 13th Light Infantry, 4 companies of the 58th, 2 7-pounders and 2 9-pounders. The rear face was composed of 2 companies of the 94th, 2 companies of the 2nd Battalion of the 21st Regiment, the Royal Scots Fusiliers, and within the square were headquarters staff, number 5 Company of the Royal Engineers led by Lieutenant Chard, 2nd Native Natal contingent, 50 wagons and carts with reserve ammunition, hospital wagons. Buller's horsemen protected the front and both flanks of the square. A rear guard of 2 squadrons of the 17th Lancers and a troop of Natal native horse followed. Battalions with regimental colours now uncased them. The band of the 13th Light Infantry struck up in the 5,317-man-strong living laager began its measured advance across the plain. No Zulus had been in any numbers had been sighted by 8 a.m, so the frontier light horse was sent forth to provoke the enemy. As they rode across the Mbalani stream, the entire Zulu Ingomkosi regiment rose out of the grass in front of them, followed by regiment after regiment rising up all around them. The Zulu army, under the command of Umtwene Zwedu Kwamompande, about 12 to 15,000 strong, now stood in a horseshoe shape encircling the northeast and southern sides of the square. A Zulu reserve force was also poised to complete the circle. The Zulu ranks stood hammering the ground with their feet and drumming their shields with their assegais. They were made up of both veterans and novices with varying degrees of competence. The mounted troops by the stream opened fire from the saddle in an attempt to trigger a premature charge before wheeling back to gallop through the gaps made in the infantry lines for them. As the cavalry cleared their front at about 9 a.m, the four ranks of the infantry with their front two kneeling opened fire at 2,000 yards into the advancing Zulu ranks. The pace of the advance quickened and the range closed between the British lines and the Zulus. The British were ready and the Zulu troops faced concentrated fire. Zulu regiments had to charge forward directly into massed rifle fire, non-stop fire from the Gatling guns, and the artillery firing canister shot at point-blank range. Charges made by the Zulu in the attempt to get within close range, but they could not prevail against the British fire.
I thought it was a mosque when I drove past. Here we go, yeah. We're in luck. It's just a Battle of Ulundi. Lancers, Corporal Carter, the bugler. Okay, I'm glad we made it. We've got to get out of here now. Ulundi. So we don't know which direction. This memorial was erected by the history of Zululand, 1943. Looks like it's been done recently now. I think there's animals living in here, dropping shits. Oh, this is far less dodgy than I thought. I'm glad I didn't take Pat's. Well, he didn't say don't come here, he just said be warned. There's a lot of housing and a lot of people around there. The British formed the classic square. The only time they were threatened was at one stage. The Zulus looked like they may have got close to one of the corners, and then Buller was here, so Red was Buller. When it was clear that once again the Zulus were beaten, they opened the square and they said to the cavalry, okay boys, do your thing. And there was a slaughter, and that put an end to the Zulu kingdom. King Cetaswayo, who didn't want this war. So I'm really glad I came out here. Oh, I got scratched by one of these things. Really glad I came out here. Oh, look at this. There's a little graveyard. Ulundi. Ulundi. Coats. Kent. Tail of the Lancers. Drummond. How's their logo, eh? Death or Glory. C. Carter. Carter. Tompkinson. This is brilliant, actually. All along there is the housing. I went past here down that track, and the housing got denser and denser. Till I felt like you could be in Trenchtown, in the government yard in Trenchtown. The Africans, the Zulus, big strong men had their shirts off, walking, enjoying. Both doors to both offices are locked. Okay. So they don't make it easy, do they? I might have gone to the wrong door, but we'll get a photo of King Cetaswayo first. This is a bit like the statue we had at Brakpan Library of Shaka, but he was wood, I think. He was better than this. Bloody hell. If they think I'm going on a walk, they're out of their mind. So this is quite a nice little diagram. Mural, that's the word. We've been staying in Dundee, Blood River. Saw that, Prince Imperial. Know all about Louis, don't we? Kambula, we went to yesterday, Vrijheid. They don't show us in Dombe Drift. Slobane, Patford, there's nothing there, it's all been wrecked. Can't get there. Rorke's Drift, we did that. Islandwana, we did that. We're in Ulundi, which was the royal corral for Cetaswayo. We've come from Ungungunslovo, haven't we? There's Pete Retief's grave. Down here is Shaka Zulu land. And down there is Durban. Okay, so that gives us an idea of the area we've been working on. And in fact, yes. This is the walk to the pool. This is their sort of, well, they've got steps here like you see performing dolphins or something. I don't know what that's about, but the whole thing's covered with a horrible sort of weed or a fungus or something in the water. Another bright idea going to waste. All along, huts there. There's a games room, there's a candy shack, supposedly there's a lolly shop, there's a sports bar, there's a pizza and fish place. They're all closed, of course. I think if they have a wedding, I think this place probably survives on weddings. So we've had a hot day in Zululand. It was 38 degrees out there in Ungungunslovo and Ulundi. Ulundi was 36. High humidity. So you know what a girl needs now, don't you? Let's get in there. Last one in is a rotten egg. No, I look like a right dork, a twit. It's deep here, but you know, I'm not here to win any fashion comps. Oh, this is glorious. Yeah, this is the life, eh? Oh, a few worries from home have cropped up. Nothing major, but something a little concerning. So last night was a bit. Yeah, a little bit of I just needed a good night's sleep. I've done 396 kilometres today. The car has 400, so just squeezed in. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? Get away from me. Oh, glorious now. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful now. Beautiful now. Wow. Yeah. Pool robot. Oh, it's doing its thing. Oh, it's glorious now. Oh, no one here though. There's a tour bus just arrived with old people. About 20, 25 of them. So we might have some other guests for dinner. Last night, instead of a buffet, it was just me for the first half hour. And the African chef said you can have chicken wings, lamb chops, mashed potato or chips, vegetables, Greek salad and mushroom sauce. I said, yeah, I'll have all that except the chicken wings. I don't need all that much. So yeah, it was really good. And then he wanted to give me cheesecake. I said, no, look, I'm really full. I couldn't even finish my mashed potatoes. Gave him a 50 rand tip because, yeah, and one woman came in, she seemed to get takeaways. The bar wasn't open for my soft drink. So I don't know, so maybe tonight we'll be back to the buffet, because that was really good the other night. They had curry in the Bay Marie's, and they had pork chops and salad and vegetables, rice. So yeah, it seems a pity. It's such a big dining room to have only 2 or 3 people sitting there. Alright, have another little swim then, see if I can start doing some internet work. This ostrich that hangs around, I think he all shares a partner. They were both digging. Just here they were digging together. Hello. I don't know what you'd give an ostrich. This might be an electric fence, so we need to be a bit careful. Hello, big bird. Hello, aren't you something, hey? Aren't you something? Hey, aren't you something? Yeah, there's African animals out here. Blessed pork, zebra, and this, not this guy, but the other couple, the other ostriches have a baby. You want something? I need my camera. It's really, really big feet. Hey, I don't know what you eat. I'll look on the internet tonight, and I've got to go to the shops tomorrow, so I'll get you ostrich food, alright? What about some bread? Would you eat bread? Would you eat bread? Alright mate, well you stay there, okay? Be careful.